Welcome back to Raw and Somewhat Slightly Blurred. It has been a long wedding season. I've had a lot of fun, and this afternoon I had a thought about my last wedding. My last wedding, I was really excited when I left the wedding. Besides that, it was catered by a German restaurant with fabulous food. I had managed to shoot in a location the couple's photos that was not very good. I would call it a bad location, bad light. But here's the thing. It is what you make out of that. And it's really challenging, and I love challenge. When I shot at the church, we had only time to shoot at the church first. And around the church, there's a parking lot, a wall that was decent looking, like another brick wall. I used that, but before I did this, right when I came out of the church, I saw this hallway, and it was a hallway where one side was covered with the church's belongings. It was very ugly, and the other side was red with a little window that was round. And if I placed the couple by that window, I call it covered shade. The light would just come from the front, and it would be dark behind them. But in the hallway, at the end of it, was also a light source coming in. So it made it look really mysterious. You could not tell I was in this ugly hallway. As a matter of fact, when the pastor came out, he said, nobody ever shot there. And I smiled because I was happy that I found something cool. I did decent in the parking lot, but I don't want to talk about that. But there was another location. We shot at this German restaurant in San Jose that was surrounded by just boring streets, one big plaza with homeless people laying on it. It was not a very nice area. And the couple wanted sunset photos. So I said, you know what, let's give it a shot and just go outside and see what I have to work with. And I saw this whitish house that was lit by the sun going down, so it was golden light. And the light, when we walked closer, the light came from it was behind some trees, so the trees cast shadows onto the building. It looked amazing. I will post photos later with that because I was so excited. I took the typical shot with the couple in front of behind the sun. I mean the sun behind the couple with the glare. It's what every photographer does. To be honest, I don't care for it. But I was really excited, and it made me think about, this is something to think about for your life. How can you use that knowledge? You have a situation coming up that you think is not very good for you, or a big change. Well, how do you deal with that? Maybe you need to change your attitude. I changed my attitude, and now especially when I photograph, I go, what can I do with this location and with this light? And I remember in 2013, I lost the lease of my tattoo shop. And I was devastated at first. And as more and more time passed, I saw that I wasn't that enthusiastic about tattooing anymore, but I had gotten very passionate about photography. I used that opportunity to change my life little by little, a little bit more photography, a little less tattooing, and in between other jobs to make ends meet. That's was again a change of attitude. I'm going to leave you with this. This was just a little something I thought of this afternoon. Because it's Halloween, I won't bother you any longer. I hope you're already all dressed up and go out and party and trick or treat. Have a great evening and happy Halloween.